Heading off to do Hook Ridge from McPhail Creek. .4 kilometers, 50 meters up. So from the parking lot you can see Hooked Ridge, Hill of the Flowers, and you got Muir, McPhail, Horned, and Bishop. Started the logging road just after the creek crossing. Some saw cuts already, maintained trail, perfect shape. So right where the cut line says it should have ended at the creek, pretty much did. It was so overgrown that it was just single track trail like this. But above the creek, it's still same condition as what it was below. There's still been horse signs through here. So this single track, I think it'll take us straight to tree line. No signs of it stopping. There's been 2 patches of bad overgrowth where bad enough that you're getting tangled in it, but everything else has been easy push through. Still quite good walking, easy to follow. And we are descending down that ridge back to McPhail Trail. That trail took us to a high grassy point, and we got to drop down. I can see some flagging straight ahead. Go to it, see where that takes us. Tree line, soon enough. Carnarvon Trail on the other side of that ridge. And McPhail Trail. And Hill of the Flowers. Well, from the top of the grassy little knoll, no trail for a bit, and just off towards Looker's Left, the trail does pick up to go up the steep hill and starts again. So now it turned around because this trail looks like it heads down to Muir Creek, back towards Strachan Ridge. So, gotta start going uphill off trail at this point, I think. The grassy knoll we were on, down there, but it's pretty much on your own through this point. varying levels of thickness. Pretty steep, but tree line only lasts for a bit. We'll be out shortly. Well, there's the top of Hook Ridge, and we came down or up this grassy slope. I'm gonna check the base of Muir. There's Wary Creek head wall at the gap, and there's McPhail and Lake of the Horns in that basin. The Hill of the Flowers. And the descent off Hook back to McPhail. Pretty much all grass until low down. It apparently starts getting a bit harder, but we'll see the route we take. The Lake of the Horns has two obvious trails. There's one following the drainage and another one farther in trees. On the last 500-ish meters of the grassy ridge, trees start to appear. It gets slightly more rocky. I think more rocks are coming up ahead, but everything above that was just pure grass. Definitely an odd type of ridge. You don't come across 100% grassy ridges too often. But still easy going in the openness here. Okay, we're pretty much at a wall of trees at this point, end of the grassy ridge. So we're hooking it left, aiming for the gravel flats, and bushwhack commences. See how this goes. Oh, no trail still. We've been finding animal shit, but they're just doing exactly what we're doing. Nothing through here. Quite steep, but still okay. Wouldn't want to do this on an ascent. And more to go still. Made it down to McPhail. It's annoying going through there. One wasp sting on Tammy. Made a little bridge. Easy. And McPhail Trail is just on the other side of this. It's not like we haven't done this before for the last 25 minutes. So what's a little 25 seconds more? We'll get through here. Back on McPhail Trail and heading back to the bikes. Well, this is looking west, and that's the South Bypass, which we took. So right now I'm at JCT 4, and this takes you direct to Hill of the Flowers route. And on the far side of that, I labeled the split as JCT 3. Still on our way to go get the bikes. This big meadow, table, fire pit, huge meadow called Camp, just off the main road. Ridge. Went up the left-hand slope to the top and then descended all the way down to McPhail Trail. Fast walking now. Well, today was a mix of conditions. The trail up was good, but it was not interesting. And then we had to push back to get onto the open slope. The open slope was really nice. That was good. But then once we hit trees on the descent, it turned to shit real quick. And then coming back on the logging road is boring. So, giving this a hesitant 6 ticks. But yeah, the grassy ridge was really good. Always big views out here. Park Ridge. Just starting to rain lately. Camp number 2. The outfitter camp. Just after crossing the river. It's about 2.5 kilometers from Trailhead. And electrified. I got a battery on it. There's horses out there.